Good morning and welcome back to another video. Today I want to take you on a journey. Now the loss leader sales are becoming very skimpy. There's not many things out there that you can buy that are on a bargain price today, but I'm going to show you today how I spent $21 on loss leader sales, bought 7 pounds of chicken breast, ground it myself here at home, and created chicken bean burger. Yes, indeed. Replace that costly beef with chicken. Great alternative, great way to get a packed full meal packed with protein. So come along, let's get creative and save money. Went to the store today, as you all know that follow me, that loss leader sales are getting skimpier and skimpier. There just isn't much out there as bargains for you to purchase. Today's purchase was $24.95 and we saved $13.82. So the savings out there are getting more and more sparse, but we did go to the store to buy some things. I got the 3 blocks of cheese, which are 3 for $5. I'm going to grind these, as you know, who follow me, that we grind our own cheese into individual serving packages for 1 meal, and I freeze them. Great way to save money because you're not overindulging. Then I got 1 onion because I do need a fresh onion for tonight for what I'm making for dinner. They had corn. Now they used to give it 8 ears. It was only 6 ears this time, and supplies last for 19 cents. And look how small they are. And I'm not sure that this is actually sweet corn. I'm thinking it's filled corn. It has, I grew up in Iowa, the corn state. It has that texture, the look, and the smell. I'm thinking it's filled corn, but they're selling it as sweet corn. All right, and then I got some chicken breast, and they were $1.99 a pound. There was no limit. I only got 7 pounds. So what I'm going to do with my chicken is I'm going to grind it in our meat grinder, and you're going to come along. And then I'm going to make some frozen individual chicken bean patties. Instead of using ground beef, because it's getting way too expensive, chicken ground by itself can be a little dull, a little boring, and hard to make into burgers to hold together. So I'm going to make chicken patties, and I'm going to use pinto beans, I believe, instead of black beans, because they have more of the pinto beans. And I'll pre-cook them, mash them, mix them in with the chicken patties so that it's like having a nice good beef patty if you've never tried it, a meat patty. Let's get this chicken ground and we'll get started. Actually, I might just mix them. I'm almost out of black beans, but we might as well use them up. I need 2 cups, and if it's not enough, I'll add pinto beans. I've got about 1.5 cups. So I'm gonna finish it off and cook up 2 cups of beans. Two cups. So we'll let these beans cook. It'll take about an hour. If you don't have a meat grinder, don't panic. You can always use a blender or you can use a food processor. I use my food processor a lot until I got a meat grinder. And if you check out my videos on my page, you will see the video on my meat grinder, which one I use. And of course, this one was gifted to me to do a video on. I highly recommend when you purchase your meats, immediately take care of them, process them in your home. Don't let them sit in your refrigerator. And I'm going to make 4 pounds ground chicken for burger. Use the rest of it for chicken breast and cut it into chunks so we can use it for orange chicken or chicken nuggets, whatever you want. So I always cut these first That way they fit in my blender much better. So the chicken is ground. Okay, so my recipe calls for some really great spices. Ask for cumin seed, but I'm going to grind it. I buy it in seed form. Then we'll grind it to a powder. I love the smell of cumin. Let's grind that. And that looks like 2 teaspoons. That's how I roll. That smells good. This garlic powder I make from dehydrating fresh garlic cloves, dehydrating it, grinding it, putting it in my jar. All right, it's 4 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3. Oof, this smells so good. If you get an opportunity to grind your own and dry it, highly recommend it. The flavors are so much better than if you was to buy it at the market. 4 teaspoons of smoked paprika. It's a great alternative from beef patties. All right, and we want 2 teaspoons of salt. I have sea salt here. When I work with sea salt, I usually cut the amount down because sea salt is more potent than regular salt. So I'm only going to put in 1. I can always add more salt at the table, right? There we go. And we want in there also black pepper. Up the rest of this. There we go. Now we're going to mix this up a little bit, and then we're going to add breadcrumbs and egg. Get all those spices mixed up in there. Actually, that's mixing up. Those who follow me know that we make our own bread. I also made a waffle 2 days ago. Didn't eat it. So we're going to use that as well. It's made with flour. All right, so let's get this ground up. And a cup is about 8 ounces, so I'm just going to use a coffee cup. That nice bread, I make it myself at home. It's called quick bread. 4 ingredients, cooks in about 2.5 hours, start to finish. There we go. 1 cup and a taste of breadcrumbs. I only have 1. But I have egg powder. There we go. Let's go get some egg powder. So I only had 1 egg, but I have egg powder in my pantry. So we're going to substitute and use egg powder. Incredible, right? So I keep egg powder in my pantry. And an egg powder calls for 1 tablespoon for every 2 eggs. So we need 3 tablespoons. Because it's a powder, I'm going to mix it with milk or with water. 1, 2. See, if you always keep things in your pantry, you never have to panic. Now, I think that's everything. For the beans, onion. So we want minced onion. I also like using the powdered egg because with the recalls going on, I can always use powdered egg instead of salmonella egg. Okay. And this made kind of a puree onion, which I'm okay with. If you have onion, you can always use onion salt, minced onion from your cupboard. Let's get this mixed up. Okay, all right, let's get this cut up. And that's enough for one meal for Kevin and I. And here we have 3 individual chicken meals. We can put this with frozen vegetables, make a nice vegetable chicken dinner. You can make chicken salad out of this, whatever you want to do. You do you, boo. But right now, we get these in the freezer also. The beans have got about another 15 minutes to cook. We'll get those drained off and then finish it. So the beans are complete. They're done. I've drained the water off, put them in this bowl. I'm going to use this plastic glass to just kind of smash them down a bit, make them into a bean paste, break that bean up so that we can add it into the ground chicken mix and get our patties put together. Okay, let's mix this with the chicken. And I'm going to do half and half so that I don't run out of bowl space. Put the black beans right in there. And all of this is going to get mixed together. And now let's mix this bowl together. There we go. Okay, now let's make patties. Now I like to use parchment paper because it keeps the burgers separated for me when they're in the freezer. So when I pull them out to thaw, they don't cling to each other. Let's get started. See how nicely those stay together? Very, very nice. Up wonderfully. Whether you use an air fryer or a skillet, they cook up very nicely. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 burgers out of 4 pounds of chicken breast. And that 4 pounds cost me, let's do some math real quick, $7.96. We'll divide that by 20. So each burger cost me 40 cents. Come on now. You need to start prepping. All right, let's get these bagged. And there we have it. Chicken ground up, black beans, all of our spices. More affordable, 40 cents for 2 burgers. You're not getting that at McDonald's. So it's time to get these chicken bean burgers cooked. Come along. Now I did freeze these, and now I'm cooking them. A lot of liquid in here, only because they're still damp on the inside from being frozen. Now I do keep my homemade bread in the refrigerator which keeps it fresh longer because there's no preservatives. I just stuck it in the microwave for 30 seconds to warm it up or soften it up. It's a little bit too hot. Let's see if I can get it sliced. But that is nice and soft. Isn't that nice bread? And look how beautiful those look. There's our chicken and bean burger. Isn't that nice? And I'm only going to eat one, but I want you to see what they look like. And I have them frozen in packages of 2. So this one can always get eaten a bit later. Inside, isn't that nice? A little ketchup. And you can dress yours any way you choose. A little mustard, I like gray poupon. Let's have a homemade chicken black bean burger. Now, one thing I do when I eat burgers, and I've done it that way for well over 30 years, 40 years maybe, I always eat them with a fork and a knife. I was taught this, or learned this, years ago when I was employed for Revlon and traveled internationally. All the posh around Europe used fork and knife to eat their burgers, never with their fingers. I just got used to the habit. That's how I do it to this day. That is such a good chicken black bean burger. My God. That is really good. I encourage you all to try this. Make it at home. It replaces beef very nicely. And look how beautiful that looks on a bun. Isn't that nice? Man, you've got to try this. No apologies. You do you, boo.